Line 6 just released a plugin suite specifically for heavy metal, and honestly I may like it more than Neuro DSP. And we're going to listen to a lot of the guitar tones that they have in that plugin suite, but first I want to listen to some stuff in the context of a full mix. Okay, so here we are in my DAW. We're taking a look first at the plugin Doom. There are 3 different plugins in the plugin suite. We have Doom, Modern, and Thrash. And as you can probably tell by the names of the plugins, they are all genre specific. And so with that being said, Line 6 has included both pre-effects and post-effects, as well as amps and cabs that they deem essential or just be a part of the specific genre that the amp is going for. So the first thing we're going to look at is Doom, and I'm not super familiar with the Doom metal tones, so I will admit that this one is probably my least favorite of the 3 plugins, but I still think it's really cool, and that's specifically because of some of the pre-effects. But let's take a look at this first amp. It's called Moon, and I believe this is modeled after a Sun amp. And then you have a Mandarin rocker, which is obviously an orange rocker verb. And we have this Doom amp, which I think is a Fort and Cali. And then we have this mail order twin, which I think is a clean amp. Let's go back to the Moon amp and take a look at some of our pre-effects. The pre-effects that we have in the Doom plugin are 3 different fuzz pedals basically, and then a phase shift. I think the fuzz pedals are kind of what make this specific plugin really cool. I'll turn on one of the fuzz pedals and it kind of just immediately reminds me of like a Knocked Loose breakdown. You have the Bighorn fuzz, the Ringer fuzz. Yeah, that one sounds super mean. But while we're over here, I'm going to turn this fuzz back on and show you this capo function that all 3 of the plugins have. The capo function is essentially just a polyphonic pitch shifter. So I'm currently in B. If I go down 2, that'll put me in A. Take a look at some of the post effects really quick. I'm going to turn this mail order twin on, and it looks like we have a dual delay on this side, and looks like 3 different delays. I will say, if I have one critique about the 3 plugins, I wish they would have given you more effects to choose from. I realize that you can't have just like as many effects as you want, but I do wish that we had the ability to switch in different plugins. So if I wanted like a reverb on this, I could throw a reverb. Or let's take a look at the cab section really quick. This is the same through all the different plugins, but there are different cabs available. But you have, I think, 8 cabs per plugin, and then there are, I think, 10 different microphones per plugin. And then they have stereo room mics that are included as well, and this post EQ, which is awesome. Let's take a look at Modern Modern. I think Modern may be one of my favorite ones. And I will say, going into these next two plugins, it really seems to me like Line 6 took into consideration how a lot of people were kind of critiquing them over their presets and how the presets in the Helix aren't just super usable. So the default amps that pull up on the Modern and the Thrash sound really, really great. Here's what the Modern sounds like. So this first amp that we pull up is a Misha Source PV Invective, and that sounds really cool. See here, we have this Archetype, which I think is a PV or a PRS Archon. And then we have this Rev Generator. It has the purple and the red channel. Here's what the purple sounds like. I'm kind of partial to the red channel myself. Alright, let's take a look at this Badonk. This is a Line 6 amp that is included in the Helix. All the plugins were made using HX technology, or that's what it says on the website. So all the plugins sound really, really great. I don't know if everything in here is included in the Helix though. I'm not sure if like Misha Source amp is in the Helix or not. That's the Modern plugin. All right, let's take a look at the Thrash plugin. And like I said with the Modern plugin, the Thrash plugin also just sounds really, really great right out of the gate. Take a look at this Rivet Clean. That is also a clean amp. So let's look at next this Mercator. And this amp reminds me like of like kill switch engaged tones if we go up to drop C. Take a look at the different cabs that we have on this one. But yeah, so that is the Line 6 Metallurgy plugin suite. You have Doom, Modern, and Thrash. I've been playing these for like 15 minutes now. Let's go hear some last thoughts. I haven't used an amp sim plugin in a very, very long time, but I think the versatility and just how much you get with each one of these plugins is really, really cool. And I think all of them sound just as good as what anyone else is putting out at the moment. So if you're wanting to get an amp sim plugin for a very affordable price, each one of those is $99, or you can buy the entire suite for 200 bucks, then I could highly recommend anything out of Line 6 Metallurgy. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please do hit that like button as well as the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.